Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Hope every one of you are staying safe and good. Now you guys would have been already aware about the content of the vlog for today. It's a simple dinner vlog with a special roasted chicken. So these days have been yet another lockdown phase with the second wave of infection COVID-19 which has swept throughout our lives. So I just thought why not use up the simple dinner ritual to keep the family connected amongst the busy lives in this lockdown. So I thought why not make something special with whatever I have. And on a special note, it was my brother's birthday as well. And of course, to prepare the chicken, you need to do a bit of pre-preparation as well, because when it comes to the marinade, it's best if you could do it before 24 hours so that the chicken absorbs all the flavor from the spices. So for the marinade, I have used some spices, salt, ginger garlic paste, green chili paste, curd, lime juice, some herbs. I list out everything in the description box below, so please do check it out. I've also used a few drops of red food coloring so that the chicken gets a nice red color when roasting. So you would need a whole chicken for this recipe. Wash and clean the chicken well, give it deep cuts so that the marinade gets absorbed in the chicken well, and let it rest in the fridge for at least 24 hours for best results. So I let the chicken marinate overnight and took it out from the fridge only when it was time to cook. When you are ready to roast the chicken, make sure you truss the chicken really well. Trussing a chicken means fastening the legs and the wings of the chicken really well so that the chicken maintains its shape during the process of roasting, and also it does not dry out so quickly. You can use a dental floss or a kitchen twine for this process. And that's my helping hand in the kitchen. My husband helped me in placing the chicken onto the rotisserie and setting up the grill. I drizzled some oil at the point of roasting the chicken because I did not add any oil in the marinade. Next, I popped in a cube of butter into the chicken. This is just for a buttery flavor and is completely optional. Once you are done placing the well-seasoned chicken onto the rotisserie, set it on the grill and set the flame on low and cook it for about 10 minutes, and thereafter set the flame on high and cook the chicken until it's well roasted for about 1 to 1.5 hours. Right, next I decided to cook a simple yet flavorful rice, which is a quick menu. I had hardly around 250 grams of meat in my refrigerator, so I thought why not add this meat into the rice and make it as a one-pot meal. This recipe is more like a pulao recipe, really simple yet flavorful. So I started off with adding some few tablespoons of ghee along with some cooking oil. You could use any cooking oil of your choice. Next goes in a few whole garam masala spices like cinnamon sticks, cardamom, bay leaf, cloves, peppercorns, mace, and also some star anise. Usually these whole garam masalas are available in most of our kitchens because we use it in our day-to-day cooking. Next, I would saute some green chilies, onions and tomatoes. I let the meat pressure cook for about 15 to 20 minutes earlier so that it would be ready when it is required. I added just a few spices like turmeric, coriander, cumin and garam masala along with some salt. Well, to the sauteed onions, tomatoes and green chilies, I added a bit of salt as per your taste and some crushed ginger garlic. Didn't have much veggies with me, so I just went ahead with some potatoes which I had. Yeah, so I was just trying to make a less fussy meal with more flavor. So I let the potato cook for a few minutes and quickly made a carrot raita. It's so simple. Rather, I would say I kept it really simple. I just used a few grated carrots, some thick curd, salt and some pepper. If your curd is too thick, you could always use a little bit of water to loosen the consistency of the curd. Just whisk it really well until it gets a nice smooth texture. Now, if you need more seasoning, you could always add some chaat masala, green chilies, coriander leaves, and even some recipes suggest a tempering as a final touch. So coming back to cooking the rice, now it's time to add the pressure cooked meat. So it has been pressure cooked for about 15 to 20 minutes, so it's well cooked. The challenge in cooking a one pot rice like this is to get the liquid to rice ratio correct, because ultimately you need to end up getting fluffy grains of rice which have soaked up all the flavor. And I forgot to mention previously that I added some water when I pressure cooked the meat, and that's why I was left with about 1 cup of meat broth which I added to the rice vessel along with some thick fresh curd. Give all the ingredients in the vessel a very good mix and let it simmer for a while. Now it's time to add all the spices necessary for the rice. I'm adding some roasted cumin powder, roasted garam masala powder and some red chili powder to spice up the rice a little bit. Most importantly, just check if the amount of salt added is sufficient to cook the rice at this point. The general norm when it comes to the liquid to rice ratio is 2:1 apart from basmati. In my case, I decided to use the ratio 1.5:1. That is, for 1 cup of rice, I am using 1.5 cup of water because I let the rice soak for about 10 minutes before I added it. Meanwhile, I boiled some eggs to serve it along with the roasted chicken. I am using 3.5 cups of rice. So since I added 1 cup of meat broth, I added 3 more cups of water, let the water boil, thereafter added the rice. Since I did not want mushy rice, I was really cautious about how much of water I am adding. I also added dried mint leaves. When the rice was halfway in its cooking process, I checked on the rice, and since I felt it was a bit more crunchy and needed a bit more liquid, I added about 1.25 cups of hot boiling water. So in total, I used 5.25 cups of water for 3.5 cups of rice. Alright, now it's time to take out the chicken from the oven. It's well roasted. Once you take out the chicken, remove it from the rotisserie and let it rest for about 10 minutes before serving it. Just rub some butter on top of the chicken and garnish it with coriander leaves or spring onions, anything of your choice. There you go. Now it's time to enjoy the amount of time taken to put up this delicious dish on table. It's really stressful to think about how much of time cooking takes. A meal that takes more than 2 hours to prepare is consumed in less than 10 minutes, especially when it is super yummy. But it's all worth it. No amount of money or success can take the time spent with your family. Hope you guys enjoyed watching today's vlog. If so, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more updates. Meet you soon in another vlog. Till then, signing off, Shazra. Take care. Bye bye.